Hello everybody, I'm Felicia. I'm excited to do Pilates with you today. We are going to do a little bit of the magic circle on the ball. I teach this over at Yoga Barn. I do have a couple of requests to do it on YouTube, so I'm really excited. And with this, basically you do resistance and stability work as well as coordination. If you do just one or the other of either the circle or the ball, it's totally fine, because the coordination of doing them both is sometimes a little bit much for some people. You know your body best, so do what's best for you. Just so you know, I do have a link in the description if you want to buy these as well. I do have a link that will bring you to a site that you can buy it. Okay, thank you so much, and let's get started. What do you think? Okay, I am going to go to my side. I'm going to do 3 different levels of the legs. You can do the level of your choice. Feet on the floor, knees up, level 1. It's the easiest. Second, heels into the ground, toes back towards you. This is great for any tightness in the hip or thigh, or in the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. Last, all the way out straight, toes back towards you. This is the hardest. Just make sure that you don't clench at the hip area. I'm going to do the middle. Okay, taking our ball, putting it at our lower back. Okay, and we're going to do a half roll back and use that. We'll go up and down a couple of times, but then we're going to stay back in the half roll back. So you'll need that little cushion there, but it also is going to play with your stability. Now, your hands go in these little handles out in front of you, arms back in the shoulder sockets. You want to make sure that you're using the correct muscles. If you're out like this, you're not building the correct muscles. So shoulder blades in and down the back, belly is in. Now make sure you just push in on the circle a couple of times to get started. Making sure that you feel the intensity on both sides of the circle. So a lot of times we're stronger on either the left or the right. So make sure that you're pushing with the same intensity with both hands. Okay, so breathing in and out as you press into the circle. Okay, this is really great for these little buddies right there. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, shoulders in and down the back, belly is in. Now we're going to do a half roll back. Breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, coming halfway back. So you're pressing into the ball and really feel that lower belly. You're still pressing into the circle though. And then you're going to press in the belly, coming all the way back up, still pressing in that circle, sitting up nice and tall on those sit bones. And we're going to do that again. Breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, coming halfway back, releasing at the front of the thigh and the hip, pressing in the belly, come all the way up, sitting up on the sit bones, nice and tall, straight spine. We're going to do that again, still pressing in onto that circle. Okay, but this time, as we come back, we're going to bend the elbows. So breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, coming halfway back, and pressing in on the circle, and then press in the belly, come all the way back up, and then once you're all the way back up, just go 1, 2, 3 on the circle, and then scooping out the belly, coming halfway back, bending those elbows, pressing in on that circle. Okay, and then press in on the belly, coming all the way up, 3 times. Let's do that again. Breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, coming back with that circle, pressing in evenly with those hands, and then pressing in the belly, coming up, and 3 times. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, coming halfway back, pressing in on that circle. Now we're going to stay back. So you're really going to feel this in the lower belly, and just press in. Using your breath. Navel's into the spine. Good. Feeling that lower belly. You should start to feel it by now. Try not to clench at the front of the thigh and the hip, okay? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying there, extending the arms up, okay? Turning to one side, and then 3 little presses onto the circle, and then coming into center. And 3 little presses coming into the center. Make sure that the shoulders aren't out past you. You want them in and down the back. You're still using that lower belly and not clenching at the front of the thigh. Going over to the side. And then coming into center. And then coming over to the other side. When you come to the side, make sure that you don't lift the hip. So going to the side without lifting the hip. It's still sit bones onto the mat. Coming into center, and then going into the other side. And then coming into center. One more on each side. To the side without lifting that sit bone and hip. Coming into center, and then coming to the last side. And then coming up and coming into center. Now we're going to press in the belly and coming all the way up to that seated position. Great. Now we're going to come and put this a little bit further up the back, the ball. And we're going to come back to where it's basically underneath the shoulder blades. Okay? We're going to still prop ourselves up with the elbows onto the floor and the hands onto the floor. You want to make sure that you're not dropping down into those shoulders though, right? So it's still helping you, okay? Now, we're going to take our good old circle and put it in between our legs. So the handles are a little bit above the ankles. So pressing down into that upper body. You don't want to drop into those shoulders. Knees are into the chest. And you're going to press out, press in on the circle 3 times using those inner thighs, and then bending the knees and coming in. Now, still feeling this at the lower belly, not the front of the thigh and the hip. Breathing in and out. 1, 2, 3, coming in. 1, 2, 3. Keep on going. Make sure you're not doing this with the shoulders. Press into the floor, elbows in, and do that again. Belly's in. 1, 2, 3. And let's do one more. Coming out. And 1, 2, 3. Ooh, bring those knees in. You can put the feet down onto the floor. We're going to keep the circle where it is for the moment. And make sure that we just bring the ball a little bit further up the back, but still between the shoulder blades. So you have those little wings on your back. That's your shoulder blades. So you don't want it too far up onto the top of your neck or into your lower back. So you really want to find the right spot. So you're using the correct muscles. Clasping your hands behind your back. And we're going to do something that is really good for posture because we're usually over our phones or our computer. So we're going to actually come all the way back to the mat with the upper body and the head. If you can't reach the mat, no worries. And then you're going to press in the belly, come all the way up, bringing the rib cage down to the pelvic bone. So coming down, using your breath. And as you come up, pressing in the belly. And then coming down. And coming up, pressing in that belly. Elbows are out to the side, so you're not like this. Elbows out to the side, and you're just touching the back of the head. You're not pushing your head up, right? So coming all the way down, really feeling the extension of that upper back, and then coming all the way up. Last one, just like this. Now, I'm gonna put my arms down just for a second. And you could do just the lower body with the circle if you would like. But I'm gonna add the upper body, and it's gonna be a little bit less stable, of course, when you do that. So you're gonna press in the belly, coming up and down, and you're gonna feel the pressure of your legs onto the circle. And make sure that you are feeling the pressure from both sides. So one leg is not overdoing the other one, okay? So coming up and down. So you still feel the pressure of those inner thighs as well. So coming up and down. But now we're gonna use the upper body. So we could take, if you would like, you don't have to, put your hands at the back of your head. We're gonna go all the way down towards the mat. And then coming all the way up. And then coming all the way down. And then come all the way up. And you really have to try to stay stable using that belly to come all the way up so you're not rolling around. And you have to go into those deeper muscles in able to do that, right? Let's do one more just like that, and then we're going to add some complexity. So now you're up. You're going to extend the legs out just like we just did, and then press in on the circle. 1, 2, 3, bringing those knees back in, and then coming all the way back down, and then coming all the way up. So make sure that you concentrate on your breath as well. I'm speaking a lot, so it's hard to do it all. So press in on the circle using those inner thighs. Bring the knees back in as you bring the head down. Bring those toes back down to the mat. Let's do one more. Coming all the way up, extend all the way out. You're still feeling that lower belly. I feel it. You should too. 1, 2, 3. Coming in and then down. Coming all the way down with the feet. And then just come up with that upper body. Whew, that was hard. All right, so we're going to put the ball to the side. We're going to come down. Oops, my ball's running away. Coming in with those knees. But now we're going to take our good old circle, put it at our feet, okay? So we're going to curl up the head, neck, and chest in a teaser, but using our good old circle. So this is my favorite because I love the name teaser. You come to my classes live, I'm always joking around about this. But breathing in and out. You're going to curl up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Pressing the feet out on the circle. But your hands can help you by pulling on the other side to come all the way up. And you're resting on the tailbone. Make sure that you release any tension at the front of the thigh or the backs of the hamstrings. You can even bend your knees a little bit here. Okay? Then we're going to come back down. Breathing in and out. Rolling off the sit bone, scooping out the belly, coming all the way back down. Now elbows down by your side, breathing in and out, curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in, extending those legs out. You can use the arms, come all the way up. As you come up, shoulders are in and down the back, chest is wide. And I always say the most important part is the smile, because when you smile, you relax your jaw, which relaxes the rest of your body. And when you relax your body, it also prevents injury. So smile is really important. And then we're going to come back down. Slowly with control, rolling off the sit bones, bring the knees into the chest. Let's do that again. Breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly. Extending all the way up. Coming all the way up, chest is wide. And smile. And then scooping out the belly, coming all the way back down. We're going to do one more just like this, breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, and coming all the way up. Now, we're going to bend the knees, take away the good old circle. If you only have the circle, you can put your circle in between your legs, but you have the ball in between, so you feel the pressure in between the inner thighs. Hands on either your shins or the back of your thighs. It's up to you. This one's easier. This one's a little bit harder. Elbows out to the side, chest is wide. Breathing in and out, and we're going to roll back without hitting our head, and then come up using that lower belly to then rest on the tailbone without putting our feet back down onto the mat. Rolling like a ball, breathing in and out. Whee! This is fun. Make it fun. Use the sound. Breathing in and out. Whee! If you want to go a little bit harder, you can extend the legs out. It's a little bit harder, especially since you're pressing into that ball and the legs are a little bit close together. But chest is wide. We're going to go back, breathing in and out. Whee! Coming all the way up. And you have to really use that lower belly to rest on the tailbone. One more. Breathing in and out. Whee! Coming all the way up. Good. Now you can bend the knees or keep them straight. It's up to you. Hands behind your thigh or out to the side. I'm going to extend and put my hands out to the side. Pressing in on that ball. You feel that lower belly. We were working on that before. You're also getting the inner thigh. Using your breath. Navels into the spine. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Crossing those legs over. Great. We're just going to come onto all fours. And we're going to do a version of plank. And again, we're going to be using our ball between our legs. You can do it without the ball as well, of course. Tucking those toes under, and we're going to press into the floor with our hands. So breathing in and out, pressing into the floor, coming up off the floor, hovering off the floor with those knees. You feel the pressure of the inner thighs onto the ball. Breathing in and out. And then bringing those knees down and coming back into child's pose. Give yourself a nice little breath there. Breathing in and out. And then pressing in the belly and coming all the way up. And let's go back up. So tuck those toes under. I'm going to press those hands into the floor and coming all the way back up, hovering those knees over the floor. And now just pressing in onto that ball. So you're getting the inner thighs once again, using your breath. Navels into the spine. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming down, undoing those feet, and come all the way back into child's pose. Breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Pressing in that belly, coming up to sit onto those heels. And then we're going to take away the ball. I'm going to come and sit onto my side. I hope you enjoyed the circle and the ball. This is my favorite move. So, just want to say thank you so much for coming today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to get a circle or a ball, I do have a link that you can look at in the description. Please come back for more. I'm going to have more videos. I do come out with them weekly. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.